Hi, I'm Lena from Sweden. I'm a comedian, very interested in politics, but right now I was just inspired by a colleague on YouTube who brought up the subject of free will versus determination, like fate, which is like a real old philosophical question. And well, he was talking about whether we really have free will, or if it's all determined, or if they really oppose each other. Personally, I believe that they coexist, that we have free will and determination. And already a couple of years ago, I was starting to make like a clip on the subject of free will, but from another angle, because I think it's really interesting how much power is in our free will as human beings, and how at the same time as human beings we can feel very powerless. And this was at the time that I was like coming out of a relationship where I felt that I was being manipulated, and I just started to realize how much fuel my free will had been giving to another person to kind of feed off. And that is a classic for some abusive or manipulative people, that they go after people until they have scared them enough to not have any more free will or be able to use it, and then they lose interest because they need other people's free will as their kind of fuel. So that was at a personal level that I started to reflect wow, like another human being can really use my free will to, as a motive and for their life's engine, and then they have to move on to the next person and use their free will and the next person. So that's kind of one level, on a relationship level. And then also I started to realize that my free will as like a citizen and a woman and as a consumer and as a voter is really strong and heavy. And I realized, for example, how much money, how many millions of dollars are spent every day to manipulate and use my free will into spending my money in a certain way, buying certain things, certain clothes or trips or lifestyle choices, advertising, markets, for example. It's huge amounts of money are spent every day on your free will, to kind of buy your free will. That's how powerful your free will is. The same thing, of course, in politics, campaigns, or just, I don't know, lobbying, again, coexisting with the markets. When you see that, maybe you start realizing how powerful you are, how much energy is spent to, be able to use that which I have, which is my free will. Also in daily life, in all relationships, of course, we kind of bump into each other's free wills all the time, and that's also a great part of all the energy we spend during a day, like getting along, arguing, or persuading each other, making, what is the word in English? Oh my God. What I would just like to share is this part, that we shouldn't forget how powerful we are, and how we can really use our free will much more than we think, and to reflect on how we really want to use it in the best way possible for ourselves and for the planet and the society, because we have a lot of power.